We actually started some new ripples last week by having a beans and rice sacrifice. Yeah, beans and rice sacrifice. Let's recap before I give you an announcement. We decided, a bunch of us, to say, let's change our eating habits for a week. Let's have beans and rice instead of what we normally have all week, or every lunch of the week, or every dinner of the week. Or some people said, I'm going to eat out of my pantry, not buy new food. And then the difference between whatever I spend on beans and rice or what I have in my pantry and spaghetti, I'm going to give to these initiatives I'm going to mention in a moment. Or difference between beans and rice and J. Alexander, beans and rice, Boca. Whatever the difference is between those things, we pulled all our money together and brought them in. And so you might actually want to know how much was given to all those things. Would you like to know what that was? All right, well, here we go. Drum roll, please. No drum roll yet. But our very first thing that we decided to do in this, or the first thing I'm going to announce, is we actually banded with 30 other churches who came and said, hey, we'd like to do this with you because it was so fun last year. We said, awesome, let's all do it together. And of those 30 churches, the most dominant thing they wanted to do was called CityLink. It's something that we helped build a number of years ago. It's to help the working poor in our city come out of poverty to self-sufficiency. And not only do we build that facility down on the West End, but this year we give to it out of our normal giving, our normal things that we do to give to them. Their operating expenses, we give $750,000 to that this year. And we decided, gosh, it'd be good to even give them more. If all these other churches want to do that, it'd be fine to do that. And in fact, if you ever want to invest in a mutual fund, I hope you look for one that is actually giving a return versus a mutual fund that just needs your money. That's not a smart way to invest. So we said, man, CityLink is doing well. Let's give more. And so as a result of beans and rice, so what we've all done, we're going to give an additional $75,000 to CityLink Center this year. Basically, we're giving them another 10%, a tithe on top of that. Then we looked at things in our city and realized we can't just be about poverty. God is also about raising the water level of all boats. We have to help contribute to a sustaining economy, which part of that is new businesses, startups happening. And so there's an accelerator starting by the name of Ocean. We wanted to get upstream and start building into the city so that all boats can rise. Healthy economy, our part to do in that, and we're decided, as a result of all that we've been able to do, we're going to be able to fund the startup costs of that accelerator with $110,000 because of the sacrifices that you made. Then we took a look at things in our city and saw, man, kids who have government-funded lunches and breakfast during the school year during the summer, they don't have those meals. They go hungry, unfortunately. They have the educational slide that all kids have in the summer, and they oftentimes don't have a good environment to have fun in, and so they end up getting into trouble. And so there's an organization called Whole Again that has 30-some locations, takes kids, feeds them breakfast and lunch, and builds into them educationally, gives them a fun time. And we are going to feed and build into kids all summer long because we're going to give Whole Again $112,975.77. Then we looked at our city is at the epicenter of the heroin epidemic nationwide. That's what the lead researcher has told us at the Center for Disease Control, that Cincinnati is at the epicenter for heroin and opiate abuse nationwide. That's one thing we're number one in. Not good. Not good, and we're going to come against that. We want to fund and help people have scholarships to break their addiction and do things that will keep people from ever getting addicted in the first place. So the various organizations we're working with, we're able to go against heroin an additional $200,000. That is amazing. That is amazing. For a total of $497,975.77. It's amazing. Well done. Well done. You know what's great about that is that's a 33% growth over when we did it last year, which our first year. Our attendance hasn't grown 33%. That's 33% represents spiritual growth. Well done, friends. Well done. Phenomenal.